Order. And Mike, you have a public announcement to make.
Yes, ma'am. So, dewatering centrifuges, multiple electrical upgrades, and upgrading the SCADA system. As far as the project cost, the total cost for construction, inspection, and design is at $38,154,443. The total SRF funding, which includes this loan, which is $17.2 million, is $38,200,000. So that covers the cost of the project, barring any change orders, which on a project of this magnitude, there will be some eventually. This is a 3-year project. On the new loan, the $17.2 million, that'll be a 30-year loan. The estimated interest rate is 0.94%. So what happens is when they issue the loan documents, which we were hoping to have for tonight, that automatically locks the interest rate. It could fluctuate a little between 0.94. I wouldn't estimate it to be any greater than 1%, which is a great interest rate. The project schedule, we awarded the project to Judy Construction, and the notice to proceed was issued on August 31st, 2019. This is a 3-year project, and that puts the completion in August of 2022. We are on schedule, have not had any delays or any issues, so to speak, of so far. Short-term impacts versus the long-term benefits. There's really no short-term impacts other than some minor interruptions at the plant. The plant still has to treat the sewage coming in, so very minimal things there. The long-term benefits, obviously, the expansion will allow for more growth. You know, we're going from 585 to 9 million gallons a day, and we will have advanced nutrient treatment process removal for a higher quality discharge into Stewart's Creek. The impact on user fees regarding the repayment of the loan. We have received the user fee evaluation review from SRF, and there is no user fee rate adjustment required. So we will be able to handle the loan with no increase in rates. Any questions? So the next one is the Water Advanced Metering Infrastructure, or AMI. The project description, the project's going to actually build on the existing gas AMI network that we built last fiscal year. For water, we're going to add 1 additional collector and 24 additional repeaters. Our total system will have 16 collectors and 41 repeaters, so we have a really robust network to pull in data and reads from the system. There'll be approximately 15,000 water meters will be retrofitted with digital encoded registers and water modules to transmit data throughout the network. Approximately 4,117 leak sensors will also be added throughout the system. All the network, again, is supported, and all the information through a robust software systems. Total project cost, the cost for the collectors, repeaters, modules, registers, and leak sensors, including installation for the project, is $3 million. Total SRF funding is $3 million. This will be a 20-year loan, and the estimated interest rate is 0.71%. Again, it can fluctuate a little bit by the time we get the loan docs. So, project schedule. The council approved and the mayor signed the agreement with United Systems on August 11th of 20. And this is about a 10-month project, including ordering the materials. They have already been ordered, so we should start doing the change outs in January of 21 and be completed in June. Short-term impacts versus long-term benefits. There are no short-term impacts for the project. Basically, you're taking the head out of the existing meter, putting a new head in, attaching the module to it, and we'll attach leak sensors at strategically placed locations on meter setters throughout the system. The long-term benefits, there's quite a few. Obviously, the leak sensors are going to help tremendously in reducing losses on our system. The comptroller has made this a priority on looking at losses as a percent of revenue. So they're working this really hard. So this will be a big help for us in reducing these losses. This will help increase water conservation, because when you reduce those leaks, now you're putting the water where it's supposed to go and to the customers. This will help us map out a more vibrant leak history for a change-out program on older lines. We will have the most advanced system for leak detection, theft detection, and water usage that's available today. This will also allow for less truck rolls to read meters in and out. Customer service has their own portal where they can do read in and outs through the office right now in live time, and they're already doing that, and it's working well in gas. The customers will have access to their own customer portal where they can view their usage, their history, do comparison data. The comparison data would mostly be used in commercial, like if you had multiple Wendy's in the same town, they could compare usage between the two Wendy's. They will have that ability to do that. And then obviously, as far as meter reading, there'll be no more drive-bys. We still had 2,000 or 3,000 meters that we read manually. For lack of a better description, it's push of a button and we can pull all the readings in whenever we need them on each route. And finally, you can recognize leaks a lot sooner. A lot of the leaks here will hit crevices in rock and not come to the ground where we can see them. They'll go down. So with these leak sensors in places, we'll be able to recognize the leaks a lot sooner. SRF has completed the user rate evaluation, and it is determined that there is no user rate adjustments needed for this project.
Curiosity question, I guess, on these leak sensors, can that curtail some of the ruptures? I mean,
it won't stop the rupture, but it will alert us as soon as a rupture
that's
happens.
my question.
There's different spacings on different type pipes, so obviously on PVC they're closer together. So it will detect a certain area, and when it starts detecting these leaks, then it will notify the system and alert us, and we'll be able to
That was why I
get
was
those
asking.
repaired quicker.
Right. Okay.
What is our overall leak percentage?
We're right at 17% now.
17? I mean, I can remember when it was upwards toward 40 at one
Yes.
point, I think.
Yes. We worked really hard to get it down to 17. We're hoping that with this and some other things that we'll be doing, that we want to push towards 10. That's the ultimate goal, is to push towards 10. In water, if you get 10%, you basically are leak-free, because you're always going to have something. But that's our ultimate goal. It'll be tough to get there, but we're going to keep pushing in that direction to try to make it to 10%.
I'm sure everybody has the Middle Tennessee electric bill and sees how theirs is broken out day by day and such as that. Will our
You'll be able to see
change?
the same thing on the customer portal.
That's good. That's good. We'll have a place that we can put a note,
I'm sorry?
so we can send a message to the customers.
I don't remember if you can, well, we can do that already through the IVR system, which is a different system. It's with the billing system. We can already send messages. If we have their phone numbers, we can cordon off a group to send it to the whole system. We've done a good job, customer service has, of updating everybody's phone numbers on their accounts, so we're able to send out messages when we need to.
I think he's done. Okay. Mike, curious on the sewer project. Obviously, capacity is a factor, but assuming that the capacity, what's the anticipated next upgrade we would have to do? How long will this last us or tie us over?
With current growth, you're probably looking at 12 to 15 years.
Okay.
If
Good.
someone huge came in, obviously that would reduce somewhat, and if growth slowed, then that would expand a little bit. But you're looking somewhere between 12 to 15 years, I think.
Could we, going past this, could we get the discharge allowance from the Corps?
I think so, because what we're putting in is the five-stage Bardenfo, which is advanced nutrient removal. So we're actually improving the quality of Stewart's Creek where we put it in. Stewart's Creek is a 303D protected stream now. So we're actually improving the quality of the creek by what we discharge into it, and this will only make it better because TDEC keeps getting tighter and tighter on the regulations on nutrients, so. And this is set up to expand again to go to 12.
Are we still encouraging use of water reuse?
Reuse is a big push. It's moved back just a little simply because of the massive number of projects that have all hit us at one time, kind of in the perfect storm. But yes, reuse will be very important in the future.
There's no difference in the reuse water and the discharge water, is there?
The reuse water, it's similar, but you're adding chlorine to the reuse where you can
Okay.
use it. I have seen people drink it before, but I'm not one of those people.
Anything else?
Mike, when you put the leak detectors on, you expect at the very beginning to just get a lot of data that's going to show a lot of leaks right at one time?
I think we will, and we'll have to sort through a lot of that to weed out and make sure that everything's calibrated correctly and everything's looking right. But yes, I expect to
Do you
have
think
quite a few alarms.
you got the manpower or the capital to correct all of that, or are you going to have, we need to look at that as well?
The manpower kind of is what it is right now. It will be difficult leaks are always a top priority.
Okay.
So we would put what manpower we had there with the leaks. Capital wise, we'll have to see what the leaks are.
Okay.
Other questions?
You didn't know there's going to be a test tonight, did you?
I didn't.
Anything else? Okay, Mike,
And
anything
again,
else?
the other one on the authorizing resolution, that comes from SRF also. It comes with the loan documents. I apologize, we were hoping to have it here, but we should have it here prior to the workshop when I will send it to you guys and we can get that passed. Because what happens is the TLDA board will meet in January. They have to have the signed loan docs authorizing resolution, and we had to have the public meeting at least 2 weeks prior to their meeting. So that would get us on the January meeting for approval and distribution.
That was the
of
only thing that
loans.
was time sensitive,
Yes.
not the other.
Correct.
Because I remember at one time, I think we had to have a special called meeting, I think.
We did, and we had talked about that, and we decided,
Yeah.
not this month.
Good. Okay, anything else from council? Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Nothing else, then we are adjourned. Thanks.